Это один из островов Соловецкого архипелага.
So the White Sea is close to the Arctic Circle, and there is a small island there, the island of Anzor. It was in the mid-1960s. And there on that island, probably due to this northern diffuse light, the way it's in the north, he realized that the Earth and everything on it is actually very small. And there is this ocean of light that the Earth is bathed in. And then he remembered the words of his teacher, Favorsky, who said, art is very important, art is great. There is something that is bigger than art. And he thinks that on that small island in the White Sea, he had some kind of epiphany, a revelation, and his independent painting started from that moment. My name is Maria Zavyalova. I'm curator at the Museum of Russian Art in Minneapolis. Oleg Vassiliev is a Russian artist who now lives in Minnesota. He belongs to the generation of unofficial artists of the 1960s and 70s. He joined the underground scene in the late 50s, so he was at the inception. Unofficial artists were unofficial because they were critical of the Soviet situation around them. They wanted to work with the Soviet cultural stereotypes and also criticize them. Some of the artists began to experiment, and experimentation was out of the question at that time. Oleg Vassiliev belongs to that group of artists who were not overtly critical of the regime, but the way they painted and the way they experimented with art was already a political statement. Oleg's early work is quite different. He went through several periods. He did some engravings in the style of Favorsky, his teacher. Then in the 1960s, he began to create these energetic flows of pure colors, warm to cool, around objects that he would try to place in the middle of the painting. And then he began to combine very detailed elements with his spectral theories of pictorial space.
Оно мыслится, но не обязательно его фиксировать.
Technically speaking, every painting, Oleg can create a model, an abstract model. So this is the painting he's working on, and this was one of the ideas.
Это я мучился, он так и не вышел.
But he thinks it
Получается неправда какая-то нарочито, неестественно немного. А мне не хотелось этого.
Unnatural about the way he structured this space, so he switched
потому что
to a
можно
different
отступиться, но
Oleg's work is very interesting in the way he works with several theories of the construction of pictorial space, and according to one of them, there are three kinds of pictorial space that you work with: the high space, deep space, and combined space. And he also works with the different ways of representing this space through a combination of cool and warm colors that creates a sort of a movement and energy around the painting. Space and Nature is a painting where you can see his combined space, like deep space and high space coexisting in the center of the painting, and you can feel that the overall pictorial space is twisted there. There is this whirl, tornado of energy going through the center. Also, one of his more general ideas about art is that whatever you paint, these visual impressions are really very fleeting. They are passing, quick. and the light that they are bathed in is permanent. It is constant, like the earth that is, rotating around the sun in this powerful flow of sunlight and sun energy. So this is an important idea for him. That's why his paintings combine these very precise, detailed visual impressions of real life and the spectral flow of light. One of the paintings that really impressed me the moment I saw it is his Memory of Kira. That's the painting that he started soon after his wife passed away, and you can feel her presence still lingering there. Kira is placed in this white circle of light that is trying to push her out, but he's still walking away into that light from us. And there is this ocean in the background, so it's a wonderful painting. Since coming to America, Oleg's work did not change a lot. Even though it will take a future art historian to look at the body of his work created here, he says that he has not changed his style or his technique. Oleg says a Russian artist is always a Russian artist, and that's how he feels about himself.
Поэтому вот в этой встрече что-то
He says that in some of his paintings he achieves this moment of life flying away or flying through the painting, like this passing, fleeting moment within the light that is permanent.
Minnesota Original is made possible by the State Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.